Hello, Periscope
family.
Hey, you guys. Good to see you on this evening. Truthful, they're coming in. Hi there.
Y'all ain't wasting no time tonight.
And we are glad to see you.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Gizmo Grape is on. Angie Toll has joined. Nikki 374.
Walker Robin 314.
Hi,
Welcome.
Miss Black family. Good to see you guys this evening. We see the heart floating across. How are you?
Are you guys Miss Tika?
Miss Tika is on.
Our
All's
number
well.
one. Here's our number one.
MWD, welcome, welcome, welcome. Give us a shout out. Oh, I forgot our song for tonight.
Oh,
I forgot our song. Yes.
Find it. Find
okay,
it.
you guys, give me 1 minute as Dwayne's talking.
This is something that we're gonna do from now on. We've got this. Toy and I are putting together.
We're not doing a playlist tonight, though. We're doing another song.
No, we're doing another song.
Yeah. He don't even know yet, you guys.
Well, let me quit then.
But you can tell them about the playlist.
Anyway, came up with this idea when we were driving to Ohio for my daughter's basketball tournament, and we were just jamming in the car. And music has a tendency to mark a place and time for us and for most people. And so what we decided to do is we're putting together a playlist, okay, and for the renewing of our vows,
yeah.
Okay, and we want to share that with you night in and night out. Obviously, we're not doing it tonight because my wife said we're not doing it tonight, but we want to share with you guys the playlist that that we're putting together as we put it together for the future plans of renewing our vows. Songs that kind of reveal what we've been through and who we are.
Yes.
You know
hey,
what I mean?
young ballers.
Hey, y'all. What's happening?
Okay, so guys, listen. So, I was in my car on the way to work last week, and this song popped on, right? Can you guys hear this? It, just blessed me so much, okay?
I don't know if they can hear it.
Hey, Miss Will. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so you gotta hear the song, right? So, it blessed me, are you guys getting a good signal? Because I honestly, a couple of hearts.
Yeah, okay, listen, there we go. Now we know y'all feeling this. All right, let's start off like we always do. You can do the introduction.
So they gotta hear the song. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna go there. It's Sunday.
Okay, you feeling that today?
I am. This song has blessed me.
Okay, what does that have to do with our topic tonight? I'm just curious. It keeps freezing. Bad connection. Okay, because we're getting a steady flow of heart. Who's all getting a bad connection?
I know, right, Miss Tika?
This is a powerful song. This really is a powerful song. If you all are getting a bad connection, let us know so we can start over if we need to. She said yes, Miss Josh. That's your song.
And that's really, but this
okay,
is,
you're good now?
But this is marriage for real thing. It's not going to be easy, right? But that's marriage, right? But if you keep fighting, it's really not over until God says you're done, right?
Not over. I don't care where you are in this journey of your marriage. It does not have to be over.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be. Okay? With the two of you all committed and with God's grace, you can make it. You're looking at the impossible.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're looking at it.
I'm about to go in 2 seconds. I'm trying to maintain myself, hold myself.
Okay, are we gonna listen to the whole song?
No.
We gotta get moving.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing. Okay, so. So as we say every night, I'm your brother D.
And I'm Toy.
And we're marriage for real. And like we start off every broadcast, we want you to know who we are. Okay, we are not licensed counselors. We are not doctors. We're not PhDs. We're not even life coaches, at least not yet. Okay, but we are licensed and ordained ministers. But what we do have going for you, what qualifies us, is that we have been married for going on 21 years.
Yes.
Okay, and we have raised 4 incredible young people. And we have been through all the pitfalls, the ups and downs, you name it, we've been through it. You throw it at us, it probably won't surprise us, okay? and we are still here together, and we love the Lord, and we want to see you make it.
Sarah Smile, are you new?
Are you new?
Right. Okay. So the person who sings that song is not over. It ain't over. That's Marette Clark Brown. To take you in. Well,
Yes.
Welcome, Sarah.
Welcome,
Sarah Smile.
Sarah. We are so glad that you're
My
here.
husband in song actually loves that song,
Yes.
Sarah Smile.
By
okay?
Hall and Oates.
Yes.
Yes. Sarah Smile.
So on tonight's topic is
No Man Left Behind.
yes.
Okay, how do you all achieve your goals together, not without the expense of your spouse?
Yes.
And you wanna segue into how we came to this?
No.
You're not gonna leave me hanging tonight, so I'm gonna sit right here.
No. We know sometimes in a marriage that one person, you go into marriage and you both have dreams and ideals and visions, and sometimes the other person's dreams and ideas, right? Sometimes the other person's dream and idea takes the forefront, and the other person
takes the back seat,
and they get left behind. And that second person ends up feeling so very unfulfilled, not because they didn't want their partner to succeed and do their thing, but it's like, well, what about me? And sometimes that happens to us women because we're so busy building our family. You know, not that you men aren't building your family, but we're the ones usually at home with the kids, right? And so sometimes we get so ingrained in what's going on that everything we are gets invested into our family, and then we look up and it's been 15, 20 years later and we think, gosh, I never got to go back to school. I never got to do this. I never got to take my career to take off. I never got to, if I wanted to sing, I never got to really sing. If I was a good artist, I never got to be a great, because we're so focused, and your other partner thinks, I don't know what the other partner thinks. Like, we did this together. Like, this is our thing, but you have to be true to who you are. You want to step in?
Okay, I'm a little lost.
What you lost about?
Okay, I'm just a little lost. Only because,
She's like, I'm willing to take the back seat, but he don't take advantage. I'm jumping in front.
And that,
right.
and that's typically the role of the woman. You jumped into kids and everything else.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not even about kids.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes it's just about the roles in the relationship. I think oftentimes, sisters, you all feel an obligation, as you should, to be the supportive wife, okay, of the dreams and aspirations of your man. You know, that old adage is behind every great man is an even greater woman, okay? And I firmly believe that is true. Hey, Brother Chris, I firmly believe that is true. But I think that sometimes men, being wired as we are, because this is often the case, I'm not saying the script isn't flipped, but I've seen in my journey, I don't know about yours, but in my journey, I've seen this is often the case where the man's dreams are so big and so lofty and so monumental that and we get tunnel vision as men that we become oblivious to the dreams and aspirations of our spouse, of our wives. And so as all things, it comes from our personal experience and things that people have that we've observed in those around us in the past, and we've seen and we've been privy to some of the horror stories of what's going on behind the scenes. So oftentimes the spouse doesn't speak up.
Yeah. Because you know what? It almost seems like when you speak up, it can almost sound like you're being selfish, right? Like you're being selfish because I want to do my thing. But the thing is, we always say we're the team, but sometimes your teammate is sitting on the bench too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And not speaking up. And so I know it's kind of weird because this conversation came up because this recently came across our path. And our conversation was, you have to speak up. You have to say something. Yes, you have done a wonderful job raising your family. And that should be our thing that's first and foremost in our mind. But baby, now is your time.
Yeah.
Say, I want to do it, and do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You understand. How does that look? How does this look, people? Okay. as men, we are supposed to take the forefront when it comes to shaping the path of our families. We know this. Mm-hmm. But as we've always said, you've married a person with their own dreams and aspirations. Mm-hmm. We also said that you can have it all, but probably not at the same time. I'm in a relationship with the dreamer. I need them to have something to go for. The dreamer. Wow. That is often the case. That is often the case. Married to the dreamer. You married to a dreamer?
My husband told me I was a dreamer. You did? He told me I was a dreamer.
Yeah.
Because I said I'm a visionary, right? He said, no, baby, you a dreamer.
I'm trying to figure out what that has to do with what we're talking about.
Because she just said something about a dreamer.
In context of the conversation.
I don't know. I'm going to be quiet.
I'm just trying to understand that side, but I don't understand what that has to do with it.
Yes, you need to develop a vision together. And that's one of the reasons why we came up with the marital vision plan, so that you and your spouse can write down some of the things on your own and then come together and write your vision plan. One thing that Dwayne and I always preach is you gotta have a mission, right? You gotta have a mission.
Yes.
And you have to do that early in your marriage. Yes. I got this up with because she's doing it. Okay, no problem at all.
All right,
Chris.
thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
She's doing it here. We know how it is.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You gotta have a plan. A vision is a dream. It is, but it is just a dream if you don't take action. It's just a dream.
A dream is a vision without a plan.
Right.
It stays a dream.
Yeah.
It stays in your head. Okay.
Yeah.
A vision is something that's meant to come to pass.
Right.
Do you understand? And you're right. And remember that a dream is a vision with no plan. Okay. And it stays a dream. It stays in your head. It will never come to fruition. You have to have a vision. Okay.
Yes.
And you have to make it plain. Like the word tells us, write the vision and make it plain.
Yeah.
See, we have provided you guys, those who have had it already, a marital vision plan. And oftentimes, we have to put deadlines on ourselves. Do you understand? We have to put parameters on our dreams, because one spouse's dream can be so all encompassing. Well, mind you, we won't say that it's impossible, but it can be very lofty, very extensive. And the other spouse may not have that same timetable that it takes to accomplish that. So how do we make this happen? How does this look, people? When do we switch gears and say, okay, babe, it's your turn? When do we pass the baton? When do we say, okay, you know what? Where I am right now is sufficient. I'm not quite where I want to be, but if we don't get your thing going right now, if we don't start shifting our energies a little bit, somebody's going to be left shipwrecked.
I think the question that I would have, though, is why can't we do that together? Why can't we both, if it's in the vision plan, right? And that's something that we knew ahead of time, like it has to be planned out. And so I think you will ask that question, when do you think is the right time, if it's not in the vision plan?
Yeah. You get lost. You get lost and lines become blurred.
Yeah.
You understand? But here's the kicker. And this is what we've seen. This is what kind of happened to us early on.
Yeah.
Resentment starts to build.
Yeah.
Okay? When you going to get your thing going?
Yeah.
How long is this going to take?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm tired of pouring money into this.
Yeah.
Okay? When's it going to start making money?
Yeah.
You follow me? When you going to finish school?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, come on, folks. Y'all,
yes.
Yeah, don't act like y'all ain't had these conversations. You understand? And those questions come from a restlessness, an unfulfillment in the person that's asking.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's not poking at you per se, but basically what that person says, when is my turn?
Yeah.
When is my turn? How long do I support you without having it reciprocated?
Yeah.
You understand? And so how do we navigate that, people? Because as we know, that's room for the enemy to get in and to make a rift.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen.
Yes.
Okay. It happened. It happened with us.
Yeah.
She wanted to go to school. Her dream was to go to school. We had three little kids. 3 little ones putting around, and I'm working a full-time job. Yeah. Okay. Now, granted, my dream wasn't working where I was working. Mm-hmm. Okay, but most of the energy was put into things on my side of the fence. Mm-hmm. You understand? And she was not getting what she needed as far as feeling accomplished in her own right.
Right.
And tell them what we had to do.
Via what? What did we do?
You got into school briefly.
Yeah, I did. Well, I got into school briefly, but then I ended up stopping school because of my kids. Because I think that, and here's the thing. We came into our marriage very determined that our kids was our focus, right?
Right. Don't laugh, sis.
Right, was our focus. And so that was most important to us. And so those dreams kind of got laid to the side. And I think then, because we were so young, I probably could have did it.
Yeah.
But I think to what sacrifice? Like, what would I have? Chris is fired. What would I have sacrificed to do those things? Because the most important thing to us was having a successful family.
Yeah, it was.
And yes, the resentment would come in, but it came in, I would say, sporadically. It came in through hard times. It came in through, like, those issues came up then. But when we look back now, 20 years later, and I look at my babies, it was so worth it.
I think oftentimes, because we have, it's okay to dream and to visualize, but there comes a time, I firmly believe, when
it was worth it.
When you have to do a reality check. Okay, when the pursuit of your dream is costing you your family, when the pursuit of your dream is costing you your relationship with who should be the primary relationship in your life, I think it's time for your dream to take a back seat. That's just me.
So are you saying, because we didn't discuss this prior to.
We did not discuss. Y'all catching this in real time, y'all.
Right.
This is real time. This ain't been rehearsed. Ain't no script. This is marriage for real.
Right.
Okay.
So are you saying that if the dream or the vision is coming in jeopardy of the marriage, it's time to take a back seat?
If it's jeopardizing the marriage.
I agree.
If it's jeopardizing the marriage, it's time to revisit that.
Should it be time limits? That's why we're so big on
the vision
plan, right?
Determine that. Hey, dude, I tell you what. You want to do this with this business? You want to grow this thing? Let's agree to 4 years.
Yeah.
Let's give whatever, but you all got to discuss that.
Yeah.
You understand? Whatever that thing looks like. You understand? And you all have to come into agreement. Once again, the power of agreement comes into play, folks.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You just can't go full steam ahead and not have your right hand with you.
Yeah. And that's a good point, babe. Because you may look at it as my spouse's dream, right? Or my spouse's vision. But if he has a thing that he wants to do, then that's our dream.
It should be.
It should be.
It should be.
And so it will build resentment, because I looked at it like his big thing was comic books. Well, y'all, even though I got an S on my chest.
That's for her. That's for her.
It's for my son.
That's his emblem for his basketball team.
Right.
Go ahead, say it.
It's a breaking part. I was saying it
about comic books.
Right. He's into comic books, but I'm not, right? And so it took me a minute to look at it and say, okay, this is what he wants to do, and I wanted him to be able to do what he wanted to do.
Even though she didn't get it.
But this is his dream, and so you know what? I want to help him accomplish that dream, because that's our dream. Because for me, I want him to do all that he wants to do, and if it benefits him, it benefits me. There was a question that came out.
Would we take a huge pay cut to be happier? Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've done that.
Yeah.
We've done that. We've taken a total pay cut to zero for the sake of our marriage and our family. And that's the truth, y'all. Yeah. That's the truth. That's where faith kicks in. Faith is stepping over a cliff and expecting something to be there to catch you.
Yeah.
You understand? And
you see, even if you have kids, here's the thing.
We've had kids.
We said this.
Yeah.
Your dream and your vision should never come at the expense of your family.
Never.
Now, his or her money is on here, so his or her money can help you figure out how you can make that dream come true and still keep your finances tight, right?
Absolutely.
So if you haven't followed his or her money, follow his and her money. That is our sister and brother. Right, because you don't want to cause a hardship in your family. If you two agree, sit down and say, this is what we want to do. We're about to take a $40,000, $50,000 pay cut.
This could happen financially.
Somebody's coming off our job. If you agree on that and you have figured out how you can make it work and you've prayed about it.
And you've counted the cost.
And you've counted the cost.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Because we are firm believers that when you all walk in total agreement, the Lord is going to honor that.
Yes.
You understand? He doesn't expect you to have all the answers. If you had all the answers, you wouldn't need faith. Do you understand?
Right, absolutely.
You wouldn't need him, okay? A lot of, believe it or not, faith is a huge faith. We've done it, okay? We've stepped out on faith.
Yeah.
Not having all the answers.
But you have to agree, because if you don't agree, one person will say,
you told me. It's your fault.
No. You the one said you want to do it.
No, you didn't say all that.
Now you want to blame me.
Now the lights getting cut off. Now you tripping.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what lack of agreement does.
Yes.
Okay? You all have to go in together in full knowledge.
Yes, and
okay?
we did this.
We did this. Baby, if we're going to take this step, I got to know that you got my back should A, B, and C happen.
Yeah.
That you're cool with that.
Yeah.
That you're cool not being able to get your hair done every week.
Yeah.
That you're cool with your fingers and your toe-nails, as my daughter used to call them, your toe-nails.
Toe-nails, yeah.
That was toe-nails. Your toe-nails not getting done every other week. Okay,
yeah.
Are you cool with that? Hubby, are you cool with not being able to buy the newest iPhone and the newest tech gadget, okay?
Yeah.
And that razor that talks to you as it's cutting your head. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
You understand? Because there's going to be some real bumps in the road.
She said, "Could you paint my nails?"
There's gonna be some real bumps in the road that you may not anticipate. But one thing I do know is that when we're in agreement together, we're taking those shots together. They don't sting as much. Okay, no one's looking at the other one side-eyed. Like, what you doing? What you talking about? What you mean? You understand? We in this because of you.
Chris said, or that new piece of studio gear.
That new piece of studio gear, man.
Yeah, so you have to have that agreement. So it would it be worth it? Yes, if we agreed on it, if we kind of knew going in what could possibly happen, absolutely. For the sake of our marriage, and Because
come on, folks. Let's just be honest. Let's just put it all out there, okay? There's some of you all that are watching us right now that have had very financially lucrative professions, okay? That you all were able to pursue your financial dreams and your tangible goals to your heart's content while married and are no longer married or no longer together.
That's true.
Cricket.
That's true, man.
Okay, I don't see no hearts flying because I think I just hit some nerves.
Yeah.
You understand? I would much rather struggle with her than be successful without her.
20 years.
And that's the truth.
Say it again.
I would much rather struggle with you than be successful without you.
I agree.
And that's the truth.
I agree.
Because the things that we've built, let me tell you something. What's now called SNAP, what we call food, we've been on food stamps when it was the physical stamps and when it was the digital thing. Do you dig what I'm saying? Okay, when they gave you the plastic, we've been at both ends of that spectrum.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I cannot tell you, now that we are coming out of that place and we see the success that the Lord's going to have for us, I don't regret any of it.
You're right, said it, Andy. Struggle brings a level of closeness, but struggle can also destroy you.
Yeah, if you're not united.
If you're not united. We had a conversation. Last night I had the opportunity to speak to a group of women. Because of y'all and Marriage for Real. Yes, absolutely. Y'all opening up doors already. We thank God for y'all. I had the opportunity to speak to a group of women, and one of the things that we talked about, as we've talked about on our previous scopes, is that your marriage will have seasons. Just like the weather has seasons, you'll have your spring, you'll have your fall, you'll have your winter, you'll have your summer. But that struggle usually represents your winter season. And if you don't prepare correctly in your spring and in your summer and your fall, when winter comes, tell it, babe, you will not survive it. You won't. You won't survive it. So yes, struggle can bring you together. That winter season can bring you together, but it can destroy you if you have not the proper clothing, the proper covering, the proper foundation prior to that winter happened.
And let me tell you something else about that winter, okay? When that blizzard raises up, okay? When it drops 50, 60 below zero, when you step out and frostbite is just waiting for you in hypothermia, okay? Where there are two warm bodies, there's heat.
Yeah.
Marinate in that. Where there's two warm bodies, there's heat. Many of you all are too quick to bail out when the cold comes.
Yeah.
Man, when the winter comes, that's what I need this warm body with me to keep me warm.
Yeah.
To keep me holding on.
Yeah.
To keep my heart beating.
Yeah.
Okay? To keep my body temperature steady. All right? When I feel like dying and giving up.
Yeah.
Okay? But you all get that cold. Y'all do just the opposite.
Yeah.
Y'all bailing.
Yeah.
Y'all bailing on your heat. On your strength. On your support. Okay? No.
Yeah.
Where there's two bodies, there's heat.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're going to need that heat when that winter comes.
Yeah.
Stay united.
Yeah. And prepare. Sometimes we can be in the summer, and I know we're going back to the message, but that old message. Ain't nothing like heat.
I know, you just got that right.
Sometimes in our summer seasons, we feel like winter is indeed coming. As long as you marry, know that a winter season is coming. And as said, and Angie has said, as you learn your spouse, those seasons can get Chicago winter. Those seasons can get smaller, and that's very true.
Yes.
But if you don't prepare right in your spring and in your summer, because sometimes we get very comfortable. Like everything's going great. I love this man. You know, our finances are good. Kids finally doing what they're supposed to do. You relax. And you're not investing. You're not sowing into your spouse. You're not sowing into your marriage. So by the time that winter time comes, I don't care how long you've been married. If you don't sow into your marriage, winter comes, y'all not gonna make it.
But now back to the topic at hand. No man left behind.
Yep.
Okay. No one gets left behind. When that blizzard hits, I tether myself to her. Just you all have seen the movies, those Mount Everest, those survival movies. When they're climbing up there, there's a rope attached to the one at the top and the one that's bringing up the rear. Okay? No one goes. We are tethered together. We're going to get through this together. You understand? When you're in the pursuit of your goals, no one should be left to their own devices. No one should be left wanting. No one should be left struggling. There should not be any... If I feel that the slightest bit of discontent on her part, I have to be aware. I can't be so focused on this earthly achievement that I lose my heavenly gift. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's what we're seeing. You know, that this is one of the things we were hit with recently. Okay, passion is great. Determination is phenomenal. Do you understand? But you cannot be so driven, so hardwired. We had the same thing a couple of weeks ago. I mean, when I tell you this, it's epidemic. These people are achieving, they're accomplishing things, and one of the spouses is oblivious to the fact that their marriage is hanging on by a spider's web. Yeah. By a spider's web. I ain't even give it a thread. By a spider's web.
Spider's web's pretty strong.
Yeah, but not when the person's hanging on to it.
That's
Do you
true.
understand? You tug on it. You can tug on a thread and it won't break.
That
you
is
tug on
true.
a spider's web, it's gone. Do you understand? And they don't realize it because the other person is so focused, and they think this other person is ride or die, and the other person, I'm not as ride or die right now because this has cost us a lot. Okay, we trying to figure out how to make this thing happen, and you think that I'm good because I ain't saying nothing, which is your fault for not saying nothing.
Say something.
Say something.
Say something.
Okay, don't let the house burn down and you don't say fire. Okay, say something.
Yeah, that was good. Fire.
Fire. We in danger.
We're
Don't
in
you
danger.
see?
Yes.
Yeah, you making 6 figures, but we in danger.
Yeah.
Okay, it's costing us on the back end.
Yeah.
All right, you don't see it because you're so focused on what's on the front end.
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't realize that the further you get ahead, the further you leave me behind.
Yeah.
That's dangerous, man.
And that's why too it's very important that both of you are invested into the vision.
Yes.
It may be that other partner's primary thing. Right, say something.
Yes.
It may be the other partner's primary achievement and goal, but you both have to be focused.
And you're both living with it. That's my thing. You're both living with it.
Yeah, that's crazy how it's so opposite from the worldview. Yeah, it is very opposite because Dwayne and I our thing is that we are the team, right? So I know our new followers don't really know what that means. That we are the team. Like there's no bench warmers on our team. There's nobody who can tag themselves in on our team. There's no other coaches on our team.
Thanks, Ms.
Welcome
Tika.
back.
You got that hair done. Got that whip up.
Yeah, there's nobody else on our team. Any of that stuff. There's only one coach, and that's God. He's the one that gives us direction. But whether we rise or we fall, it will be on us.
Thanks, Chris.
Right?
We appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Know that. Okay?
So
Brothers
silly.
stepping up. Brothers stepping up. Brothers can handle some
So
things.
you'll see, hey y'all, no problem. You all will see Miss Tika on, and she does a lot of our, she'll put our email and stuff, and she'll put our taglines and stuff like that. So she's not being a bother to us.
No.
She's doing what she's supposed to do. Right.
Yes.
So.
She's part of the Marriage for Real team.
Right. So we don't allow bench warmers or anything like that on our team, and so that's why we have to agree.
Yes.
That's why we have to come into agreement and say this is what we're going to do. We're going to write this vision down, right? We're going to make it plain. And so, as I think Minister Marquis said, you have to refer back to that often so that you can stay on mission, because you can go off.
Yes.
When you walk in this journey, you can go off. So it's very important that you both go back and say, babe, this is what we said we're going to do. This is not part of the plan. This is not part of the dream.
Yep.
What do we need to do
to make this happen?
I
can honestly tell you all, seriously, what led to the initial affair, I was so driven on accomplishing the dream I had for my family. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Mind you, it was the dream that I had for my family. I'm assuming on her part, never had that discussion, okay, of what she really wanted, okay, what her expectations really were. But I was so driven to achieve and to accomplish. I was young and spry, in full strength in my 20s, had a great paying job. We moving up in the world. And the further I got ahead, the further she got behind. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth.
Because I think the thing for men, and it's a beautiful thing, that men
wait a second, I was oblivious to it. That's the thing, folks. I left room because I wasn't on my post.
But I did say it's a fire.
She did.
I did say it's a fire.
And I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
And he's like, girl, what you mean it's a fire?
That's just smoke. What you mean that's a fire? It's just smoke. You don't be scared of no smoke. Let me know there's a real fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Right. But in my head, girl, it's just smoke. Pump. Give them some smoke. She's saying, baby, it's fire.
I can't breathe. Right. Good God. So yes, it was, and I did say, babe, some things not quite, something ain't right. And it wasn't right, but we got married so young. I was 19 and Dwayne was 22. Right, I need my inhaler. Right, something ain't right. And the good thing about it is men most of the time are the providers. And so as long as they feel like they are providing, like, what else you need me to do? I'm doing my job, and that's a good thing. And I think because we did not go into our marriage with any type of plan, any type of anything.
It was love, passion, and a lot of sex. That was it. That's the truth. Jesus wasn't even really part of it. Not yet. Okay? That's true. Who need a plan? We in our 20s, we jackrabbits. We get it in. Okay? And trust me, we paid the price for it. It's funny now. I can say it and laugh, but it was really quite
Say it again, Tika. Oh my gosh. Well, praise the Lord, saints. The words tells us, blessed is the marriage bed. Anywho, yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So yes, there was no plan. And when we didn't have a plan, there was failure.
There wasn't even a vision.
It wasn't.
A plan.
It wasn't.
Even a vision. Seriously.
It wasn't.
It was youthful passion. That's really what it was.
It was ignorant.
It was. It was pathetic, y'all.
It was.
It's funny because we look at it. We can say this now because we in our 40s, okay, and we grandparents now.
I'm like, am I?
Yeah, you are in your 40s. Embrace it.
I'm 40.
Embrace it. She has crossed over. You have crossed over. But we're in our 40s now, and we're grandparents. And it's funny because we look at some of these young whippersnappers with their shenanigans, okay, and we're like, y'all so stupid. You're so stupid. Y'all ain't got a clue. And we're not trying to be condescending. It's just My grandmother used to always say, live long enough, life will teach you some things.
Yeah.
And we learned the hard way.
We did.
We learned the hard way.
Yeah, and when we look back and we look at our kids now at 25 and 21 and 20 and 18, if they would have thought about getting married right now, you're like, are you kidding me? Like, you don't even know yourself. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know what you really like yet. Grandparents at 40?
Yes. Oh, you gonna leave me hanging?
No, I ain't gonna let, no legs. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm saying he made me a grandmama. No, we have a child who's 25.
Yes.
And he got married at 21.
Had the child within wedlock. He did.
No, he got married at 22.
At 22.
Yeah, he got married at 22.
Yes.
And
thank you.
We got a grandbaby.
Yes.
Yes, we do. He's upstairs right now. You guys can't even hear him.
Unfortunately, the marriage did not survive the relationship, but we did receive a blessing.
We did.
Our grandson who's upstairs.
Yeah.
And so we thank God for that.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, we're gonna kind of wrap this up a little bit, and just keep in mind, and while in the pursuit of your dreams and your goals, no one gets left behind.
Yeah.
Stay on the same page. Stay tethered to one another.
Praise the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, DJ Wado, we have seen it.
We have seen it all. We have seen it all. Stay tethered to one another. Okay?
Yeah.
Let the rope that binds you be that third cord, which is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You understand? And make sure that you stay united in all things. Stay in agreement.
Yes.
Leave no room for the devil.
Yeah.
Okay? And if your dream starts to cost too much being your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with the Lord, your relationship with your kids, it may be time to let that dream go.
Yeah.
Okay?
And revisit it at another time when you guys are in a better place.
Right.
Where you all can come together and say, and don't allow each other to...
Thank you, DJ. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't allow bitterness to set in.
Yes.
If one at this point hasn't achieved the goal, go back and have that discussion again. Yeah, cheat on your work with your spouse. Yes, Main Street, that was a beautiful thing.
We love that, Main Street. Yes. We've been quoting that, man.
Yes, we have been.
Cheat on your work with your spouse. I like that.
Yes, you can cheat on your spouse with your work. And so you guys need to come together again.
And remember this. I'm sorry, babe. Remember this. When you are married, okay, it's not just your dream, it's us dream.
Yes.
Us. It's us' dream.
Yep.
So even if my thing is not taking off, I'm willing to sit it down.
Yeah.
And put my energy behind the thing that the Lord has given her, because guess what? It's all us.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all us. It's all us. But we have to be willing to step outside ourselves. We have to be willing to make, it shouldn't even be a sacrifice. Because if she win, I win.
Yeah. Period.
Okay, so if my thing ain't kicking, no matter how much I love it, I'm like, you know what, babe? Your turn.
Okay.
Here's the baton.
Yeah, it's not me and you. It's us dream.
It's
right.
Us
it's
dream.
us dream.
And that ain't proper English. Okay, that's some color purple stuff. Okay?
That's a high five. Yes.
Yes.
And because
it's us here, juke joint.
Yeah.
It's us here, juke joint. Exactly. What's her name? You said that. It's us here, juke joint.
It was in the color purple.
Yeah, color purple. Yeah.
Right. There's no plan B. Team marriage.
Yes. Go ahead, babe.
Y'all, he cracked me up. I'm like, dude. like for real, some of the dreams and aspirations we had when we was kids, right? Like some people. Ooh.
You about to go into a whole nother curve.
No, I'm not.
They already gave their sevens and stuff.
Wait. Because this is part of the
Harpo new white. You're right, DJ.
Now say get gooder and gooder. Eh? Yes, Mr. Canadian. Some people come in their marriage with dreams at 19, babe. Yeah. And they're holding on to dreams at 40 and won't let it go.
That should have been let go a long time.
That should have been let go. Because it was a dream of immaturity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they still won't let it go.
Yeah.
Like there are some men out there, let's talk about men, that still got hoop dreams, right? Or who are...
And you in your 40, you 38.
Who are 48 and still got that rap dream.
Still
right. Still got that rap dream.
Right.
I'm going to do it, dude. Like, what?
And you just got your SSI card.
Like,
I'm
what?
a rat.
Like, not saying that it's not for you, and even God anointed some men and women in their older age, but...
My hairline on the back of my neck, and I'm a rap. Yeah, come on now.
There's some times to have some very honest conversations about some things.
Yeah.
And...
Keep it real, y'all.
Join a rec league.
Yeah.
You know what? If you want to really still do music, go and teach it. Right? There's still ways to do your dream, but not doing it what you thought it was going to look like.
Right.
He said, I got that rap dream though. Young baller.
I'm just saying know when to say when.
Yeah, know when to say when.
I'm just saying know when to say when. There's a time to say when and to shift gears.
Did you say let go of your dream?
No.
Right, man. We're not saying let go of your dream.
No,
what we're saying, we're about to freeze too.
Yes.
Yeah, promote a concert. Yes, promote a concert. Well, we're about to freeze.